So welcome back YouTube. I haven't actually been uploading many videos lately, and the reason behind that was actually because I was meant to be travelling out to Gran Canaria and doing a load of footage out there, but I went to get a test to obviously get on my flight and I tested positive for coronavirus. I'm feeling perfectly fine, there's nothing wrong with me at all now. I've done my isolation period and a little bit more, but now it's time I can actually get out and start doing some footage again. So my plan of action is I'm going to get up super early in the morning tomorrow, get up around 6:30, get down to the golf club, and I'm going to join Dave Stewart, the new head greenkeeper down at Great Barr Golf Club, and he's going to actually teach me how to build a bunker. I have no idea in what I'm actually doing, so it's going to be interesting. I'm going to put myself, a professional golfer, in the hands of the Greenkeepers team. Obviously not many golfers probably understand a lot about the ground staff, so this video is going to be about how hard it actually is working on the golf course. I'm going to see what it's like and how hard it is to actually build a bunker. So if you want to find out how I get on, then make sure you stay tuned for the rest of the video. Right, so it's still pitch black outside. I've just got up, had a little shower. Just going to make myself a cup of tea before we get started, to be fair. Obviously it looks quite cold outside. Obviously 7 o'clock start, not usually the time that I have to get up at. Obviously working in the pro shop, I usually start 8 o'clock. So a little bit earlier than what I'm used to. I think, to be fair as well, the lads have actually got in a lot earlier than me. I've had a little bit of a line, to be fair, but I've got my waterproofs on, I've got my nice warm clothes on, because if it does get cold, obviously that's not what I'm after. Just put the kettle on, I'm going to make myself a cup of tea, and we're going to get started, get our way down to the golf club. We're going to talk through the 14th hole, the bunker that's there in place at the moment, and then we'll actually go through what the plan of action is. So good morning YouTube, I've just got down to the golf course. I've brought down a load of equipment. I've got down here a load of different shovels, one that looks a bit like a metal detector. I've brought everything down. I've got the wheelbarrow, brought it all down, a little half moon down here as well. That's it. I've got all the equipment needed to go. But what we're going to do in a minute is we're going to pop up to the top and talk through obviously what Dave's got planned for the whole hole. However, we're down here by the bunker. Dave, do you want to just give a quick overview of what you got planned for me to do with this bunker? Obviously I'm not going to be doing it all, but obviously what you want to do to the bunker.
Right, so the plan is we're going to shorten it, make it a bit smaller, add some shape, and then we're going to add a little bit of a drain straight into the lake. Nice easy outfall for us. We're going to move the bunker around slightly, a bit more to the right, and then build at the banking round the side. This will then allow us to have more of an approach on the left hand side in between the lake and the bunker. That'll look nice, won't it? So visually really it should look real tidy. Yeah, no, perfect. So should we jump up to the top anyway and we'll talk through what you've got planned for the whole hole? Yeah, definitely, sounds good. Right, so a bit of a remake of the hole, sort of renovation throughout the whole thing, starting from the tee. So we're going to have some new steps just placed in here. Obviously you can just about see the white line. So they're going to be nice new sleepered steps, and then we're going to follow that sleeper edge down the side of the tee. As you can see just further down there how worn it gets with the golfers and the trolleys sort of going up the bank. So what we're going to do is we're going to sort of put a little barrier there, and then we're going to sleeper that all the way down to sort of the front end of that tee. At the same time, all the trees around this hole are starting to encroach on the tee, which is causing problems for the surfaces. So what we're going to do is we're going to open it all out. There's a lot of tree work on the left and right, and then we're going to head down towards the green. So right, the first step, Tom, is we're going to have to remove all the turf from around the bunker. This will mean that we've got a bit of room to work in. We can then scrape all the sand out of the bunker, get rid of that. Any of the sandy sort of turf around the edge, we remove all that. But what it also does is we can make the most of what we've got around the bunker. So the little rivet on the edge, that's going to be used by all the turf that we save from around the bunker. So we're keeping the cost down. We're using what's already on site. So this is the job. This is the big boy, the little grass cutter. This is it, mate. So this is what you're going to be having to go on. Jeez, that's good. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to do much on that one now. I might have a little go for a second, but I ain't taking up all the turf around the golf course. So you're going to do a few laps around the bunker at first, and then where we're going to take the bunker to, the different shape, we're going to remove quite a bit over that side. Nice, look forward to it. So that's your first job of the day. Brilliant, let's get cracking on it then.
Right, so plan of action. Wayne is going to be digging all the bunker out. He's going to load up the dumper truck over there. Obviously, I'm going to be driving the dumper truck. I'm going to just put all that soil and sand all to the side. Wayne's actually going to build up the base of the bunker, and I'm just going to take the sand out of the way and all the dirt out of the way. So we're going to just fast forward through all this because it's going to be a little bit of a long process. But hopefully by the end of it we should start to see some shape towards the bunker, and then the next few days we're obviously going to get cracking with the rest of it. So let's see how we get on. It's going to be pretty funny seeing me drive the dumper truck, but let's give it a go. Hopefully it doesn't go away. Right, coming up to the end of the day, you can probably see now some shape starting to take place on the bunker. So we're getting pretty close. I've got one last drop to do before we call it a day. I think it's about to start raining as well, so pretty much perfect timing. And then we'll get back onto it tomorrow morning. So it's day 2 down here, and you can finally start to see a little bit of shape actually taking place in the bunker. You might be able to see some white spray paint all the way around, so I've sprayed the line all the way around, and Wayne's actually helped dig it all out, and you can start to see there's a little bit of shape coming on now, which is brilliant. Obviously, it's taken a little bit longer than I thought it was going to take. I wasn't quite expecting to be this much work involved, but what we're going to do tomorrow, I think it is actually lay the drainage down so that there's going to be drainage in the bunker, so all the water runs straight into the lake on the left hand side, and I think they're going to put like a protective layer over the top of the drainage. I think anyway, it's like a base of the bunker that they're going to do. Right, so we finally managed to obviously have a little bit more advancement on the bunker. We've added in like a sheet, what is it?
So it's called a bunker mat.
A bunker mat then.
Basically it's a liner which will help with suppressing all the stones from coming up. It'll help contamination between the base underneath, so the soil and the clay getting into the sand. And sort of, yeah, just keeps it tidy.
There's like a drainage in there as well that we put in, weren't there?
Yeah, so what Tom will probably add in, he wasn't here when we done it, but we put a bit of drainage in, so that drain will go straight through the heart of the bunker and then straight into the lake that we got down the side. So that obviously is going to help us throughout the whole year, especially in the winter. So we've got no puddling up, and it's playable for all the golfers all the way through.
It even looks like there's sand in the bunker, don't it? But it's actually not sand, it is that like bunker base.
Yeah, so that's the matting. So the matting's obviously sort of the same sort of colour as a modern day sand, let's say. Yes. Which from the tee and up close and personal, you would think, yeah, that's good to go. Bit of turf.
It looks wicked, don't it? What's the next step then? What have we got left to obviously do to finish off this bunker?
So the next step now, obviously we've prepped all the banking around it, so that's all ready to go. The turf rivet is in.
I love that. Like, is that like the 3-layer thing?
That's it, yeah.
That looks
so
wicked, that
we've reused the turf from around the edge of the bunker.
Well, that was when I was doing the...
That's it, the turf cutting.
Little turf cutter shaking.
You're still shaking.
Yeah, I know.
So then what's left is just the turf, really, mate. And then once that's bedded in, and it's good to go, we'll put the sand in, and then it's ready for the golfers. And
then jobs are good. And in a second we're going to just do a little drone shot of obviously what the hole looks like now in comparison to what it looked like earlier. I'm sure that you'll be very impressed with it, because I mean I didn't expect it to be probably as hard as what it was going to be. Obviously we did quite a lot of jobs, and the detail that they put in is fantastic. As you can see, all the turf is now down and the bunker is pretty much ready to go. All it's waiting for is just a bit of sand, isn't it?
We've got to wait for the turf to just settle, knit in, and then the sand can go in and it's good to go. So hopefully a few weeks with the right weather conditions, and the members can enjoy it.
Perfect. I mean, in terms of me being a greenkeeper, probably going to stick to the golf course. Yeah. I think Dave agrees, but I think the boys have done fantastic. In all honesty, the boys have grafted really hard and they've managed to do loads of work on the 14th hole, and I'm just going to show you the drone shot now. Right,
so first of all what we have is obviously the new sort of path material and the new path edge coming down. We've put in a new set of steps with some gripper matting, just to obviously help throughout the winter. We've moved the sign which used to be on the right hand side as you come down here onto the left, so more visible. We made a little feature out of it with the sleepers and the new cobbles, and then the new sleeper edging going down the side of the tee bank just to stop any wear and tear with trolleys coming up onto the bank. If you look around to your left and right, the tree work that's been done, pruning up a lot of the crowns, thinning out any bushes and intertwined branches. So it's really opened it up, made more air, light, all getting towards all the tees. So hopefully we'll have better turf quality throughout the summer and the winter. And then obviously we finish it off with a brand new bunker.
So don't forget guys, if you haven't already done so, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, because remember, as soon as we get to 5,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway for a free driver. So make sure you're in with a chance. All you have to do is subscribe and comment. So make sure you stay tuned for the next video guys. I'll see you all again soon.